Ever feel like life is rushing past you? You wake up, work, scroll, sleep, and repeat. Days turn into months, months into years. But deep inside, there is this whisper: is this all there is? What if the ancients already gave us a map, a way to slow down, to breathe, to live with meaning? And what if science is just now catching up with what Buddha and Krishna taught thousands of years ago? Life is short, live it wisely. That's my mantra. Welcome to Discover Yourself. Here we weave ancient wisdom with modern science to awaken the four dimensions of life: body, mind, heart, and soul. I call this the 4Q framework, and today you will see how Buddhist mindfulness and Gita's timeless guidance can shape a life of purpose, clarity, and joy, a life where every moment counts. Because here is the truth: life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I will discuss 7 practices. If you follow in your day to day life, you will lead a meaningful life. Practice number 1 is the power of presence. Buddha said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Krishna reminded Arjuna, yoga is the journey of the self, through the self to the self. Presence is not a luxury, it is life itself. When we lose the present, we lose everything. Spiritual grounding through mindful breathing helps you improving your spiritual quotient. Bringing the wandering mind back home helps sharpen your focus, helping your intelligence quotient. Emotions without judgment help making your emotional quotient more resilient. Body scans to anchor awareness helps your health quotient. Try it now, just 1 minute. Put down your phone, breathe in deeply, and notice one sound around you, one breath, one sound. That's the presence. You feel the shift. Most people think presence takes years of meditation, but the truth, it begins with a single conscious breath. Practice number 2, living your dharma. Krishna said, it is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfection. Buddha added, your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. Yet, most of us live someone else's script, either parents' expectations or society's checklist, or more importantly, LinkedIn titles. But dharma is not about success, it is about alignment. So, how living your dharma can help your 4Q framework? It can improve your spiritual quotient once you start reflecting on your unique gifts you have. If you release comparison and start being satisfied with what you have, your emotional quotient improves. You become more stable in your thoughts. If you organize your life around your priorities, your mind focus improves, helping your intelligence quotient. Finally, to help your physical health, if you start noticing the surge of energy when you align yourself with your own purpose, you feel healthy. Here is the action for you today. Take out a journal tonight. Write one thing that feels truly yours, not borrowed, not imposed, yours. That's your dharma seed. You were not born to be a copy of someone. You were born to be a verse in the great poem of existence. Practice number 3, compassion and connection. Buddha said, thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle. Krishna taught, he who is free from ill will, who is friendly and compassionate, is dear to me. In a world obsessed with likes and followers, true connection is rare. But here is the paradox: relationships don't drain us, they heal us. So, next time, if you are in any relationship, especially the friends or colleagues, and you feel drained out, that means that is not the real relationship for you. How? practicing compassion and connection help you in improving your 4Q framework. Simply listening without an agenda helps your emotional connection. You become more connected through your emotions to the person you are talking to. Every interaction is a spiritual practice. Once you start treating each interaction a spiritual practice, your spiritual alignment with your own dharma improves. Positive bonds strengthen immunity. It is proven scientifically that if you are positive, your inflammation reduces. This is again related to your endocrine system, your hormonal system, so your health improves. Every person is a teacher. The moment you start looking each interaction a learning, each experience a learning, people you talk to, it starts teaching you something new, helping your knowledge, helping your IQ. Here is the action. Call someone today, not to ask for anything, but just to listen. Notice how your heart feels lighter. In giving presence to another, you give it to yourself. Practice number 4, the art of letting go. Buddha whispered, "You only lose what you cling to." Krishna guided, "Set the heart upon the work, but never on its reward." We attach ourselves to outcomes, to identities, to control. But attachment is the holding sand. The tighter we grip, the faster it slips away. Once you start practicing the art of letting go, it really impacts your all 4 quotients. Once you let it go, your emotional balance improves. When you surrender the outcomes, it helps you towards your purpose. You become spiritually aligned. Once you focus on efforts over reward, it sharpens your focus on the activity or the work you are doing, improving your IQ. And finally, stress melts away when we release control, helping our health quotients. Today's action for you. What's one thing you are clinging to today? Could you loosen the grip, even slightly? Letting go is not losing, it's making space for what is truly yours. Practice number 5, courage to act. Krishna said, "You have the right to work, but not to the fruits." Buddha declared, "With our thoughts, we make the world." Fear whispers, "What if I fail?" Dharma replies, "What if you never try?" Courage is not absence of fear, it is acting despite it. How courage to act help our 4 quotients? Take one practical step today, making sure that you commit through focus. It will help your IQ. Feel the fear, but still do the job you were supposed to do. This will bring emotional stability. Trust the process. This way you align to your dharma and karma, so your spiritual quotient improves. And finally, action dissolves anxiety because there is no attachment or there is no fear, helping your health quotient. Action. Ask yourself, what's one small but courageous step I can take today? And then take it. Dreams don't die from failure, they die from hesitation. Practice number 6, the middle way. Buddha taught to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we cannot keep our mind strong and clear. Krishna echoed, "He who is temperate in eating, recreation, working, and sleeping can mitigate all sorrows." Balance is not boring, balance is power. The middle way is the secret path of energy. Today, choose one area of excess, whichever you are doing in extremes, food, work, scrolling, and bring it back into balance this week. It will help you drastically. It will help your emotions, it will help your health, it will help your intelligence, as well as it will align you to your purpose through calmness. A life out of balance is noise. A life in balance becomes music. Practice number 7, embracing impermanence. Buddha said, "Everything is impermanent." Krishna confirmed, "Change is the law of the universe." Yet we resist change, clinging to what was or fearing what will be. But impermanence is not the enemy. It is the very proof that life is alive. Action. Think of one recent change. Instead of asking why me, ask what is this teaching me? When you embrace change, you stop dying a thousand's death and begin truly living. These are not just abstract teachings, they are invitations to be present, to live your dharma, to love with compassion, to let go, to act with courage, to find balance, and to embrace change. Together, they form a way of life. The 4Q framework is fully reflected in this way of life, helping your each Q in a way you cannot imagine. So I ask you, which wisdom spoke to you most deeply today? Drop it in the comments and let's grow together as a 4Q community. Until then, keep discovering yourself.